What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. So glad you decided to stop back by for another Snatch and Slay session with your girl. And today I'm super excited because we are trying out new drugstore makeup. Now, all of this makeup isn't brand new off the press or anything. Some of them are, but some of the products are actually brand new. Some of them are just new to me. I've never tried them before, so we're gonna test these bad boys out. And the purpose of this video is to just let you see what's out there in the drugstore side of things, aside from the high-end stuff, just so that, you could know that you have cheaper options to choose from, and you can get slayed and snatched on a budget. You don't have to spend a whole bunch of money to have a slayed look, okay? So this is the purpose of this video, and I hope to do a lot more of these if you guys react well to it. Before we jump into it, just need you to do a couple things for me as always. Be sure to like, comment, and most of all, subscribe to my channel so you can be a part of the Snatch and Slay gang. And make sure you click that little bell right next to the subscribe button so you can be notified of all my future uploads, therefore making it easier for you to snatch and slay on the regular. Now, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into it. So the first thing we're gonna hop into is primer. And I have this Poreless face primer by E.L.F. And this is a product that is not brand new. They didn't just come out with this or anything, but it is new to me. I've never tried it before. So we're gonna pop this bad boy on our skin to prime. I'm sorry, I keep looking over there, you guys. My dog is looking at himself in the mirror. It's actually kind of funny. Hope everybody's been doing well. I know we're going through a lot right now in this world. But I hope everybody's staying prayed up, because that's the key. Just stay prayed up. Everything else will work itself out. So this feels nice. It's not as drying. It's not as drying as some Poreless primers can be, because I know I tried the Poreless primer by Benefit and I really didn't like it because it really dried out your skin. Like, it was just very drying, and I'm just like, no, I'm not for it. So, but this is just really smooth and silky. And it doesn't dry out the skin. I can kind of tell that it's doing its thing as far as the pores go. It's just, I like the fact that it's not drying out the skin. It's not drying to the skin. So yes, I'm for this primer. Definitely will be using this again and again. So now we're gonna jump into the eyebrows, and I got this Lock-On Liner and Brow Cream by E.L.F. as well. Again, this is not a brand new product that they just came out with. It's new to me, so I've never used it before. Now this is in the shade Espresso. I usually use a really dark shade for my eyebrows because my eyebrows are dark. So, but we're gonna go into this, and this is like a pomade product. So I know a lot of people prefer pencils, or maybe even one of those slanted pencils that already have the arch that already have the angle that you need to do your eyebrows. But I just prefer products like this, or the other product that I use from NYX, the eyebrow gel. It just seems to work a lot better for me when it comes to doing my eyebrows. Again, personal preference. But we're gonna go in first of all and just brush the eyebrows out. And my eyebrows are recently waxed, so I finally got to the nail salon to get them waxed. So they're not looking crazy right now, thank goodness. Hop into the other side and start to dip this into the product and start to define our eyebrows here. Right off the bat, it does seem very creamy, so that's a good sign. is going on very smoothly. Very impressed by that. It's really not taking me a lot of work to define these with this product, just because it's just going on very smoothly and easily. The NYX eyebrow gel that I use, it usually takes a bit more work for me to get product on here and to define the eyebrows, because it's I guess it's like a thicker consistency, but not this product, honey. Gonna go and brush the eyebrow hairs with this product. Alright, now we're gonna jump into a brand new concealer so we can sculpt these bad boys out even more. And this is the Conceal and Define Infinite Longwear Concealer, Crease Proof. And this is by Makeup Revolution. Again, this is not a product that they just came out with. This is a product that's new to me. I've never tried it before. Of course, you guys know that I love the Conceal and Define foundation from them in the shade F16. But I decided to try it out with the concealer because I've never tried the concealer before. And this is in the shade C13. I'm gonna go on with a secondary angle brush here to start. It seems to be pretty good so far. I'm just gonna take some more and coat our lids here. Alright, we're gonna just take this angled sponge here and blend this out. Concealer does say that it's supposed to be creaseless, so no creases. Let's see if it lives up to its word, honey. Seems to blend out nicely, so that's a plus. Alright, so seems to be blended out nicely. I think pretty good so far. So I'm going to go in and set the lids now with the this Black Opal setting powder. This is not new, so this is something I use often. So I love this brush, but the prickles are so the brush it's so freaking prickly. Like, that's the way it feels anyway. It's the Morphe M581 brush. I don't know if anybody else uses this brush, but I love it. It does what it's supposed to do, but it's just not soft. Like, what's up? Now we're moving right along to this LA Pro Girl Conceal in the shade Chestnut. We're gonna define out the top of the eyebrows here. I use this often as well. And we're gonna go in and blend that out. Now we're gonna jump into the eyeshadow portion of the face, and I'm so excited because we're gonna be using an eyeshadow palette that is not brand new, but new to me, and it's from Juvia's Place, and I love their products. Like, it's another black all-in cosmetic line, and we're also gonna be trying out a foundation from them as well. So I'm super excited to try that out as well. But this is the Warrior by Juvia's Place eyeshadow palette. It is so freaking pretty. Do you see those gorgeous colors there? Like, this is what I live for. This is like the color scheme that I live for. Anything with gold and brown and nice neutral colors, I love it. This color scheme for me looks great on my skin. I believe like it just looks nice and goldeny. I don't really know how to I don't really know how to describe it, but I just love the color scheme in this eyeshadow palette. So we're gonna try it out. I know it's gonna work well because I have another eyeshadow palette from Juvia's Place that works great. So we're just gonna see what look we're gonna come up with. I'm not really sure exactly, but we're gonna make it do what it do, honey. So let me grab a blending brush. I think what I'm gonna do is hop into this shade right here, Cano. This shade right here, and we're gonna pop that above the crease here just to give us a nice transition shade. Just going a bit above the crease here. We're gonna jump into this darker shade here, the darker shade in the palette, Mino, right here. And we're just gonna take that on the outer corner of the eye here. I'm gonna go in with this smaller blending brush by Lavish and just work that on the outer corner. And this palette does seem to be pretty decent in pigment, so that's always a plus. I'm just gonna go back in with the same brush here and just blend even more, just so we don't have any harsh lines. I'm gonna go in with a flatter brush here. Yeah, this one will work, by Moda. And we're gonna go in with a shimmer shade. I'm gonna go in with Amina, this shade right here. And just go in the lid, coat that with that shade. Yes, honey. I'm just going back in with that blending brush we used with a little bit more of that darker shade just to help blend it in. Because we don't want any fine lines. Alright, moving right along to the next products that we're gonna try out. So, I'm gonna move on to the foundation. Again, this is from Juvia's Place, and this is it's called I Am Magic Velvety Matte Foundation. So, right up my alley. You guys know that I love me a matte finish. So, I'm gonna pop this bad boy open. And I did get the foundation in the shade Kenya, aka 200. And I hope the shade works out for me because I got it in Ulta, and of course they're not letting you test out any kind of, all the testers are like taped up to where you can't get into them, so you can't try out anything before you actually buy it, so you just have to take it on faith that it's going to be the right shade for you. So it's a nice thick consistency too, so it's definitely going to be full coverage, I can tell you that. Nice a little squeezy, so I'm just going to dab some on the face. Actually, I have the lid off. It's actually like this. So, but either way, it's squeezy. And I'm gonna go in with a foundation brush and blend this all in. It is definitely full coverage, you hear me? The shade seems to be good, so I think I did a good job picking the shade. I was standing there in the aisle debating for quite some time because I just did not want to get the wrong shade. So I even thought about getting 2 different ones just to make sure. But I think the shade is gonna work out nice. And this foundation doesn't have any harsh chemically smell, which is nice as well. So I think it looks pretty nice. It's a nice canvas. It gives you a really nice canvas. For your base, that's really nice. And it's starting to dry down as a matte finish. Like I said, it's a really thick consistency. Cause in my last video, or in a couple videos ago when I tried out the Beauty Bakery foundation, it was claiming to be full coverage too, but it was kind of a liquidy consistency. It was kind of it wasn't as thick as this foundation. So, but that foundation was definitely full coverage as well. So I guess, I mean, you can be kind of thrown by the consistency of the actual product until you put it on your face to see what it does. But that's nice. I approve. So now we're gonna move on. We're gonna jump back into this Conceal and Define Concealer by Makeup Revolution and conceal out our under eyes as well as our T-zone. And I'm gonna bring that all the way up here today, just because I want that V shape for my eyes. Now we're gonna go on with my small beauty blender and blend it on out. So if you're never done the V shape before with the eyes, just make sure that you take the pointy end of your beauty blender to blend it out so you can keep the angle. You don't want to really go on with the butt of the blender, because I think you would lose your shape a little bit. So just a little tip. Like, I just lost the shape of it right there. I'm gonna go back and fix it because I accidentally hit the butt of it up there. Perfect example. All right, now we're gonna go in with the Eyeshadow Revolution baking powder in the shade Chocolate Banana. You know, I'll get you guys, I know I love this stuff, and so therefore it's not new. Oh, I never get tired of this smell. It smells just like chocolate banana. I'm just gonna take this same Morphe brush and whisk this off. We're not gonna cream contour today, so we're just gonna take this bronzer in this Brownie Bar palette by Beauty Bakery. Just gonna go on with this shade here to bronze up the skin. I'm gonna take this contour brush by Lexi here. Gonna go on the forehead as well. I'm just gonna go on with this flat brush and contour our nose. That same product. And we don't have any new highlighter today either, so I'm just gonna go in with this Master Chrome highlighter by Maybelline in the shade Molten Gold. Stuff is amazing. Just gonna go in with this little fan brush here. Yes, honey, look at that pow. This highlighter is so pigmented, like, whew. There's high-end highlighters that don't even do this, like, kidding me? Bam, bow, bow. Just gonna take a little on the nose as well. Hello to the gods. Now we're gonna go on with this new blush that I've never tried before. Again, not new off the press, but it is new to me. By Colurpop, and that's the Super Shock Cheek in the shade Prenup. Let's get this prenup, honey. Let's make sure we get our stuff. If things don't go right, let's make sure we get our stuff, okay? Let's get that prenup. And we're gonna go on with this new brush that I got from Real Techniques. Just wanted to see how it worked. It looks really fancy, right? It just stood out to me when I was in Ulta. I'm just like, let me grab that. I'm just gonna go in and dab this in here. And this is like a really cool consistency, like it's very buttery. I think I'm just gonna blot it on there instead of rubbing it. It can just work a little better. So, the blush is not really working for me. I don't think I got the right shade. And that's the kicker with blushes sometimes when it comes to darker skin tones. It's kind of hard to find. Sometimes it's really hard to find a blush that's gonna show up and actually flesh out your cheeks. But I mean, I could see it a little bit, but not much. It definitely didn't do much. So that's my least favorite product that I've tried out so far, just because of the shade, not really the actual product. I might end up giving this to my friend. She could probably use it a lot better than I can. No harm, no foul. We're gonna keep it moving. Now we're gonna go in. I'm actually gonna go in with some more of that baking powder by I Heart Revolution to sculpt out our cheeks even more. Alright, now we're gonna go in with this eyeliner by Essence Long Lasting Eye Pencil in the shade Black Fever. And we're just gonna go in and pop this on our waterline. I've tried a couple of products from Essence, but I've never really tried their eyeliner, so it seems to be really pigmented. I was able to sneak and try this in the store, so. Nice and pigmented, love that. I'm actually gonna go in with this small brush here and take some of the darker shade that we use on our eyeshadow, on our eyelids here, the outer corner, and bring it on the lower lash line right beneath where I put, right under the waterline. I'm gonna go on with a small blending brush. I'm not gonna take any product on it. I'm just gonna smoke this out. And I actually went in with some of that shade that we use on as our transition shade, and Just went in to help smoke it out more with that lighter shade. And I'm just gonna go on with this, the Falsies Push-Up Drama Mascara by Maybelline. Now, I did buy this when I bought everything else, but I've used it before and it works great. I really like the way it works. It definitely volumizes the eyelashes very well. And I'm just gonna go in and do the bottom or lower lashes first. I think I'm gonna go in with this lighter shade and this eyeshadow palette that we use, and the shade Morphe right here in the middle. I think I'm gonna pop that in the inner corner to give us a highlighted look. Now we're gonna go in and pop these Falsies on, and they're the 3D Faux Mink lashes by Ardell, and they're supposed to be lightweight, so with an invisible band, so that means you they're not supposed to be heavy on the eyes, which is always great because I like big bold eyelashes like any other girl, but a lot of times those big bold eyelashes are very heavy on the eyes. It's like you have bricks on your eyelids. So anytime you see something on the product that says lightweight, and they're still very bold and beautiful, a lot like these, I'd probably go for those. Just now if the heavier lashes don't bother you, but I prefer a lighter weight of an eyelash just because it's lighter on the eyes. So I think I might have to cut these. So I'm gonna see. All right, now while I'm letting those get tacky, I'm going to go ahead and pop our lips on. And these are actually this is the only product that's actually brand spanking new that the company just came out with by NYX. And it's called the Shout Loud Satin Lipstick. And they have these little cute hearts on them. And I have the shade Exclusive, which is not gonna go with my eye look, so I think I'm gonna use this shade So Dramatic. I'm gonna swatch both of them so you can see what they look like. So this is Exclusive. And that's what it looks like. It's like a gray shade. That's nice. And So Dramatic. I'm actually just gonna pop on my lips to see. And this is a satin finish, so I don't think it's gonna dry down matte. It's not supposed to be. I think it's gonna give us a little dew satiny finish, as it claims to be. Not bad. Not bad at all. Again, this is from NYX. This Shout Loud lipsticks. Our eyelashes are tacky now, so I'm gonna pop those on. Alright, now we're gonna go back in with the same mascara that we used by Maybelline and just coat our lashes in with the Falsies. We're gonna go in and set the skin, or set our makeup with this Continuous Setting Mist by Morphe. has a nice scent to it as well. Nice. Like that, like that, like that. So that's it for today's video, you guys. Actually, no, it's not. There's one thing that I wanted to mention to you guys. So I don't know if you're like me, where you have hair that grows in places that you don't want it to grow, obviously. But I recently got this bad boy, Finishing Touch Flawless Facial Hair Remover. And it looks like this. And you turn it on like that, and you just whirl it around the places and circular motions that you need to get rid of unwanted hair. It says that it's not supposed to grow back thicker than when you, like, I guess like when you shave or whatever, because I'm sure you can use it on your legs as well. But I have, you know, of course, mustache hairs and under my chin, hairs that grow under my chin that obviously I do not want there. But this bad boy has worked wonders for me, like in the past like week. And this product's been out for a while, but I've never tried it before until now, and it is absolutely amazing. So if you're like me and you have hair that you don't want to be there, this is amazing. Flawless, Finishing Touch Flawless Facial Hair Remover. It came in a pack like that, or like that, obviously. Just wanted to mention that to anybody who might have that same problem. If you're wondering, because this product's been out for a while, and if you're wondering if it works well, it does. I already put my mom on it. I think she's got it. So go out and get this. Like I got it on sale at Walgreens, so maybe, hopefully you can get the same look, but absolutely amazing. That is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. I will have all the products that I use that are new linked, or not linked, but I'll have them all in the description box with the prices on them, so you'll know exactly what to look for if you want to try any of these out. Again, snatch and slay on a budget, sweetheart, because you know I know times are hard, and anybody got no money, anybody got time to be spending a whole paycheck on high-end products. So it doesn't take much for you to look snatched and slayed. Okay, so that was the purpose of today's video. I hope that helped somebody out, and thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you very soon on the next one.